It's hard to imagine a day other than a championship day where a center court ticket would mean more than this day at Wimbledon. To watch two great women play, Serena Williams and Jennifer Capriati, then Tim Henman, and now you cap it all off with the last two men's champions. How many calls you get today, John? Lleyton Hewitt serving on serve, first set.
This is the most anticipated matchup on the men's side of the quarterfinals, certainly when that draw was made. Hewitt's back in the top 10 where I think he belongs, and Federer playing some of the greatest tennis we've ever seen. Won the Australian Open earlier this year, Wimbledon last year, and amazingly still seems to be improving. That's a good example there. Not good news for the rest of the circuit.
At no point when Federer was on defense here did he look defensive.
Love 40.
Lleyton Hewitt does have a career 8-4 edge over Federer. Federer's won the last couple, including this year in the Australian Open.
Well, that's the thing of it. Earlier on, Federer hadn't pulled his whole game together. Hewitt won with consistency, but Roger's game, that was taken longer to mature, now has everything. And he is slowly taking over that rivalry.
Proved he was human there, but you can see how well Federer covers the court.
15-40.
He's got all the shots. You see him trying to keep that ball low. Lleyton, not a particularly tall man, maybe 5'10 and a half. Gets down very well to that two-handed backhand. Federer's still got two more break points. Talk about going from defense to offense.
Federer leads 3-1. Hewitt. Now he's trying to smile it off.
He thought it was long. We were at the other end of the court. And certainly we can't tell on that replay.
But that's why HP Hawkeye is here.
And he was
square
hoping.
on.
Yeah. Hoping to block the umpire. Look up at the chair and say, what?
Well, Hewitt had a break point. On Federer's last service game, Federer held calmly. And now breaks himself. Right.
In fact, he has not yet been broken this tournament.
And that's a growing story. 91 consecutive games here at Wimbledon that Federer has held. Pete Sampras.
That was just who I was about to bring up. What was his record?
118.
Reminds you so much of Sampras, his demeanor, his movement around the court. He's got power. That was 129 miles per hour. Pete probably had a flatter forehand, but one of the things he developed as he got better and better was a running topspin forehand that served him well here at Wimbledon. Only won a mere 7 Wimbledon titles.
30-10. The dominance of Federer on this surface is astounding right now. He's won 35 straight sets on grass. 25 of them here. 40-15. The last player just to take a set from Federer on grass was Marty Fish in the third round of last year's Wimbledon.
Game Federer.
And Federer with that break in hand sits at 4-1 first set.
Federer leads 4 games.
Francesca! Francesca!
Lisa! Hi! I thought I'd find you here. We found a buyer for your house. We got what we were hoping for. I couldn't wait to tell you.
Thanks.
Nobody works harder for you than RE/MAX. That's why nobody in the world sells more real estate.
We had the local rental car game locked up until they moved in. In-car navigation systems. We got an in-hand navigation system called a map. No, you can't pick up a car here and drive out of state. You planning a bank heist? Airline miles, hotel points? No, we've got Serve Bucks. Who do you think we are, Hertz?
Hertz is in the neighborhood with hundreds of locations, competitive rates. We'll come and get you too. It's your trip. Rent wisely.
Log on to wimbledon.msnbc.com. Today, analysis by Tracy Austin and Bud Collins on the hot topics of this fortnight, including the chances for Lindsay Davenport to win a second Wimbledon title. All at wimbledon.msnbc.com. Lindsay Davenport tomorrow, 1999 champion. She'll play 17-year-old Maria Sharapova. That'll be one semi. Serena Williams and Amelie Mauresmo in the other.
And these conditions favor Federer, who's the bigger, stronger of the two players. It's tough for Lleyton. He's not carrying a lot of weight to generate the pace he needs to disturb Federer. Gloomy conditions and gloomy feeling around England right now, the way Henman was beaten. Starting to become expected that he can hit shots like this, which is frightening. He makes it look so easy.
Counterpunching just isn't going to be enough against him, is it? I mean, that's what Hewitt must be thinking to himself. He's going to have to find a gear that I'm not really sure he owns. The gear he's been using has been fine until now.
I think, Harry, the point for Federer, maybe as you suggested for Serena, is Federer the only person that can beat himself on grass?
I certainly think so. Two best athletes in the game, with the two best grass court games by far, are Federer and Serena. The timing from Federer is just, he's unhurried, he's graceful, and Hewitt's about as quick a fellow as you're going to find. And look at him, he's in stretch mode, scrambling.
He's just not able to generate the pace he needs. Now, Arata could, if they were to play in the final. He didn't do enough last year.
Well, that's smart. I mean, I don't think Hewitt can stay and trade from the ground with Federer. He better mix it up a little bit.
Well, he's capable at net. He's won the U.S. Open doubles. He's has a certain comfort level there. Roddick did last year when they played. He had a set point to win that first set. After he lost that, things obviously went against him.
This is just It's magnificent.
Tough way to lose a point.
In the past, when Roger would lose to Hewitt, in the days when he was still pulling his whole game together, he had so much game, but he had a lot of decisions to make. He had a lot of options. He didn't know quite what to do with them all, and now he's in full command of all of his powers.
This is a tough way to win a point. He's working so hard. And he looks up at the scoreboard. He's down 5-1. And one thing you can be rest assured with Hewitt, he's not going to give up.
15-all.
It's hard not to become somewhat discouraged playing against a guy like Federer.
Of the 8 men in the quarterfinals, Federer has the fewest aces coming in. In fact, just half as many as Andy Roddick through 4 rounds. 3 in the first set here.
He can hit him hard. Look at that one. 130. That last one, that was a little big.
There's been some rain. They've come on and off the court, and you can see back well behind the baseline. It's a little bit slick back there. This is not where Hewitt wants to be. Of course, easier said than done.
Well, the man we just watched, Mario Ancic, so much a part of Lleyton Hewitt winning Wimbledon here 2 years ago.
40-30.
Federer aces for the 4th time. It was Ancic who beat Federer in the first round that year. Sampras went out early that year. Agassi went out early.
Take about 3 winners a point.
Ancic is a guy that could trouble Federer, though, too, because Karlovic, who's also from Croatia, took him to a couple tie breaks, and Ancic is a better player, more athletic. And he likes to come and attack on both his first and second serve.
Well, this is a big serving set for Federer against a terrific return. 5 aces. Hewitt just doing magnificently to get balls back, and nothing but Federer. A 23-minute first set.
People see eye to eye on luxury. The Lincoln Town Car. Travel well.
Joe's cholesterol was high. He was told, get it low, so decided to move to the land of low. No snacking, no slacking, avoid all the bad. He ate right and ran every chance that he had. That was how he should start, the right way to go. But many need more help to get bad cholesterol low. It's okay, said his doctor. Add Crestor, you should. With Diet and Crestor, you very well could cut bad cholesterol about half while raising the good. Would you like to try it? Why, yes, I would.
Ask your doctor about Crestor. Crestor is not for everyone, including people with liver disease and women who are nursing, pregnant, or may become pregnant. Simple blood tests are needed to check for liver problems. Tell your doctor about other medications you are taking, or if you experience muscle pain or weakness, as it may be a sign of serious side effects.
Thanks to Diet and Crestor, Joe's cholesterol's down, and the word spread across every village and town. It's the land of success. Crestor helps him stay there, and all his friends say, now you're getting somewhere.
Services and technology help the world's great companies face, manage, and love change. HP. Invent.
Tonight, all new Next Action Star leaps to its new night in time, Wednesday, 8/7 Central. As the contestants fall headfirst into their next stunt. I ain't doing it. Two will take their romantic training off camera.
I'd like him to be my boyfriend. Sexy time.
All new Next Action Star, 8/7 Central, NBC tonight.
Well, if the 6-1 score didn't tell you, here's even further proof of the excellence of Federer.
Second set, Hewitt to serve.
Pretty much flawless. Early on, perhaps a little bit of uncertainty. They had that one break chance, Lleyton, and since then it's been totally one-sided. If that had gotten in, I was leaving the booth. Go get a drink at the bar.
15-love.
And these are those shots of Federer that are wonderful to see how easily he moves on this surface.
Oh, Hewitt's going to have to do better than 40% serving.
15-all.
That's the problem for him, though. He's not a big guy, and he's forced to go for more than he's comfortable with. He's just not getting a lot of serves in. It's a dilemma that Michael Chang faced, trying to remain at the top of the game the years he played, and trying to win some points. Grosjean's gone to a longer racket that's helped him. Extra inch helped him become a better server. Only 5'9", still in the quarters. He's trying to get out in the court today.
This Wimbledon being played without Kim Clijsters, now engaged to Lleyton Hewitt. A real role reversal. Last year, Lleyton Hewitt spent a lot of time sitting in the box watching Kim and her runs to the final weekend.
Got to the semis here last year.
Finals of the French.
Yeah, Hewitt.
There's the hole for Hewitt.
A rare careless play from Roger Federer there. Switch ends after only 27 minutes on court.
It was several weeks ago, Halle, Germany. Federer went there to play a grass court warm-up, and he walked on a grass court for the first time since the Wimbledon final.
There's Hewitt. Now there's why he still wants to be called the fastest guy on the circuit on the men's side here. Corey give him a run for his money on clay, but this is all-out speed. And able to hit a one-handed winner. That was well done, inspiring. That's a good shot. the crowd's going to get behind the underdog. Clearly, Hewitt, the littler guy, and he's going to try to use some energy from him. And he's very emotional, as we've seen in the past. He could help him.
Federer answers with his 6th ace. He feels so comfortable on this surface, though he rarely is on it. That was the sensation he felt in Germany.
He's frustrated with himself, but he's also frustrated with these conditions because it's so heavy for Hewitt. Federer having the far easier time generating pace. It's cool and humid.
It's starting to rain again.
Spit, yes. And it does not take very many drops of rain to fall before play is stopped, as that streak we mentioned of Federer's.
He's going to play the point even though it's raining.
This will be the last point, I would think.
Yes. Hewitt willing to go along with it. I figured maybe get lucky. Now Federer's going to look up. Should I keep playing? He's going to keep going.
Question ball's good. Advantage Federer.
Oh, Carlos Ramos. That's Alan Mills on the left, who is the tournament referee, but right now it's Hewitt's rat at the chair. Carlos Ramos overruled, calls the serve good. And, well, he's got some eyesight.
Clear mistake, he says. Well, surely this will be the last point.
And it's 1-all, second set. One game over. Base suspended. And there is the call from Carlos Ramos that sooner they get the court covered here with the tarps, which they do in about 20 seconds, the less time they'll need to dry the court, to let the court dry when play does resume. It's always a challenge for the players to grab their... That's when you probably have to be your quickest here, right? To not get swallowed by the tarp.
Well, Lleyton's frustrated on so many levels, including that last game when he had a look at love 30, and Federer calmly served his way out of trouble again before the rain came down.
So Lleyton Hewitt and Roger Federer into a rain delay.
Satellite radio.
Find hotel.
Bluetooth wireless technology.
Dial.
And voice-activated navigation.
Do you need directions?
No thanks. I got them.
You are not alone. Introducing the all-new 270 horsepower Acura TL.
I am a player.
You're a what?
I've been given the thinnest, lightest ThinkPad ever. Ergo, player. Dual wireless antenna, epic battery life, the wireless machine. Made for players.
And did you get the leather case? Or was that just me?
Wireless for players, only on the ThinkPad with Intel Centrino mobile technology.
Millions of people have high blood pressure. Are you one of them? New medical guidelines state that less than 120/80 is a normal blood pressure for most adults. High blood pressure medicine is recommended for numbers at or above 140/90. Fact is, about half the people already taking prescription medicine still haven't gotten their numbers down enough. And every day your numbers are not where they should be, you could be damaging the tiny vessels that lead to your brain, eyes, and heart. So how can you work with your doctor to help set and reach your BP goal? Get with the program, the new Take Action for Healthy BP program from Novartis. Find out if it's right for you. It's simple and comes with a money-back guarantee. Ask your doctor for a Healthy BP pack. You'll start with a free 30-day first-time trial prescription to help you reach your goal, plus free blood pressure tools, including your own BP monitor. So get with your doctor, get with the program, and get your numbers down.
We're back on center court where light rain is delaying play for the second time in this quarterfinal match between the last two Wimbledon champions. Serena Williams already through earlier today. So is Tim Henman. And now time for our Novartis match analysis as we take a look at an impressive first set from Roger Federer.
It's amazing how many beautiful shots Roger Federer was able to hit in 22 minutes. From everywhere on the court.
You see where Hewitt's scrambling from. He's so far behind the baseline. He's just not in a position to push Federer behind the baseline where he's just been dictating play.
So a dominant first set for the defending champion. 1-all second set when the rains arrived, and it's a familiar holding pattern at Wimbledon. Only one man of the four for the semis has made it through. We'll return on NBC.
Don't be scared, son.
Ed, it's me! That house in the city just passed inspection, so you could close next week.
Wow.
I wanted to tell you in person.
Nobody works harder for you than RE/MAX. That's why nobody in the world sells more real estate.
British Airways, the way to fly.
Tradition and style always remain. The Wimbledon Collection from Heartmarks. Available at Dillard's and other fine stores in America.
Well, hello. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
NBC's Wimbledon coverage continues with weekday action Thursday and Friday at 12 noon in all time zones. Plus, nightly updates at 11:35 p.m. Eastern and Pacific. All concluding with a double serving of breakfast at Wimbledon. Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. Wimbledon on NBC.
The rains continue on this Wednesday afternoon at the All England Club. It was not a surprise. This was in the forecast, and both women's quarterfinal matches completed. One man is through. It's Mario Ancic, but three other men's matches, quarters still to be completed today. And while we wait, we're going to take you back to show you the second women's quarterfinal played on court one this morning between the 4th seed Amelie Mauresmo and the 9th seed Paula Suarez of Argentina. Mauresmo stormed through the first set, and this is Suarez serving to stay in the match.
I'm surprised Suarez is still on the court at this point. That Mauresmo hadn't been able to put away. She was up 6-0, looked to be just in cruise control.
Emily Mauresmo complicated her life. Paolo Suarez taking advantage. Mauresmo stepping back while ahead instead of stepping up. And Suarez, a 28-year-old, a veteran from Argentina, is smart enough to take advantage.
Suarez, a nice story. That she was labeled that doubles specialist, but here at this later age has become a very fine singles player. Semifinals at Roland Garros, and now the quarters at Wimbledon. And still alive, they are the #1 seed in the women's doubles with her longtime partner, Virginia Ruano-Pascual.
Any hope of beating Williams in the semis, she's going to have to hit more shots like that and be more aggressive, take chances. Because a lot of her balls are ending up, it seemed to be getting shorter and shorter, and it's allowed Suarez to make a match of this. And Suarez is not one of the biggest hitters around.
Meanwhile, Mauresmo's trying to reach the semis here for the second time. She did it in 2002, beating Jennifer Capriati in the quarters. Suarez stays in at 5-all.
I'm hoping for our sake, when we cover the semis, that the Mauresmo's wrap there, it's just precautionary. If that's actually bothering her, that will make her task even more difficult.
Still think Mauresmo's biggest problem is a little higher up her head. And just losing her aggression, losing the length on her shots, the purpose of her strokes.
Well, she has said here in London during the fortnight that she'll need to win a Grand Slam other than Roland Garros first. But the pressure there and the focus is too much for her. And she fully identifies with what Tim Henman experiences here.
Different though. I mean, I understand the comparison, but to my mind, Tim Henman plays to capacity at Wimbledon, and the exact opposite happens with Mauresmo at the French Open. She underachieves there. And honestly, you know, and Tim Henman is a terrific tennis player and a real gentleman, but I just don't think he's been good enough to win Wimbledon yet. Mauresmo is certainly a very fine clay court player who hasn't shown her best stuff at the French Open ever. And I think she might be right, at least at Wimbledon on grass. She has to play more aggressively to win it. And she's got to get that in her head and adopt that sensibility. Embrace that mindset and attack. She's a tremendous athlete. She's one of the best athletes on the women's tour. She's got to play like a jock.
Maybe she should talk to Henman about how to play better on clay. It turns out he did better on Roland Garros and Wimbledon this year. Who would have thought that? And Suarez looked totally out of this, and now all of a sudden she's got a chance to win this second set.
That didn't come up at all. Still, I mean, Mauresmo's literally on her heels, and figuratively so.
At 19, she made the finals of the Australian Open, and she has not returned to a final. Trying today to make her third career semi.
Deuce. I see she lost in the round of 16 at the 2002 French Open to none other than Paula Suarez. 4 in the third. Serena Williams beat her 6-1, 6-2 last year in the quarters, and Dementieva this year in the quarters. Sounding Henman-like.
Advantage with Suarez.
Well, Suarez playing this match, as important as this one is, and knows that later in the day she's got to come back out and play an equally important doubles match in the quarterfinals of the ladies' doubles. Doesn't happen too often.
I wouldn't say equally important.
Well,
to her, maybe to her.
Virginia Ruano Pasquale, right?
Yeah, well, that's for sure.
Break. And that kept Suarez alive in the second set. We're in a rain delay at Wimbledon.
6 games to 5, 7 sets. First set.
Multitasking is great, except when you're driving. Answer the cell phone, referee the kids in the back seat, drink your coffee. We all do it. But Allstate knows if you do it a little less, you're less likely to have an accident or get a ticket. Keep a safe record and Allstate can save you up to 20%. Safe drivers cost everyone less. They should pay less. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands?
Services and technology help the world's great companies face, manage, and love change. HP. Invent.
People see eye to eye on luxury. The Lincoln Town Car. Travel well.
When Sylvia Maxwell was single again, she came to me at Coldwell Banker to find a new home. I searched high and low, and when I found one she loved, she made a proposal to buy it. Larry was a single professor who lived next door, until one day, he made a proposal of another kind. Gives a whole new meaning to love thy neighbor.
For almost a century, Coldwell Banker has known that real estate is only part of the story. To find an office near you, visit coldwellbanker.com.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Get ready, Chicago, for the chase for the NASCAR Championship. Come September, only the top 10 drivers will have a chance at their Nextel Cup title. Dale Jr., Jimmy Johnson, Matt Kenseth, Jeff Gordon, and Tony Stewart need to finish up front. The chase is on. NASCAR on NBC returns July 11th.
This is what folks in center court have been waiting for, and always a wonderfully organized crew here on center court that put the tarp on in seconds and take it off in just a little bit more than that. They have uncovered center court, and we're hopeful the play will resume shortly. Federer and Hewitt in the second set of their men's quarter. First match today, Serena Williams demolished Jennifer Capriati. 6-1, 6-1. The two-time defending champ makes the semis and spoke with our Bud Collins.
Congratulations. That's the worst beating you've ever given Jennifer in this long rivalry. Were you that much better? Was she bad? What was happening out there?
I was just really focused out there today, and I really wanted to do well. And it's at Wimbledon, and, you know, I just, you know, have so much joy playing here and just playing on center court. It's just an amazing feeling for me. So, you know, I really wanted to go out there and really be strong and do the best that I could do.
Do you feel that you can't win unless you win the whole thing? Because everybody's saying she's an actress, she's a fashion designer, maybe she's a tennis player. You're a juggler, obviously. Do you feel that you really need to win this to turn back a few of your critics?
I don't know. I feel that regardless, I'm going to do me, and I'm really happy with myself. And I feel that I wouldn't win unless I won the whole thing just for myself, because I only feel like a winner when I'm walking away with the trophy and the top prize. And so that would be something personal for me.
Well, Serena Williams, after a 45-minute shocking victory, shocking in its one-sidedness, not in the winning-losing, but the score. And this is the match that determines her opponent in the semifinals. We'll pick it back up with Suarez now serving for the second set. Paula Suarez at the bottom of your picture. That is Amélie Mauresmo, the 4th seed, 24 years old, from France. Ranked as high as number 3 in the world early this year.
That's Mauresmo. That could be formidable if she could start unleashing that backhand, because that is a beautiful looking stroke. And it took a pretty wicked hop for Suarez there.
What Paula Suarez does against Mauresmo and everyone else. She's a crafty player. She knows how to play from the whole court. That's why she's such a good doubles player. She doesn't have any real big shots, but she's got a nice array of medium shots. And they've been enough to worry Mauresmo in this second set.
Well, she knows she should have hit a better approach shot than that.
30-40.
From that position, she's got to do more with that shot.
Well, here's a breakpoint chance.
A high effort level from both players there. Mauresmo, she's got to win points like that.
And Suarez,
that was for the tiebreaker.
Yeah. Advantage with her experience in doubles and success. She's got to feel good anytime the point ends up at net.
You haven't watched her play doubles, obviously. She serves and stays back.
She and Virginia won a plus ball. It's something to see, even on grabs. They serve and stay back.
Deuce.
Got to be frustrated, Mauresmo, that she's becoming so inconsistent on that backhand. And that's normally her bread and butter. It's amazing. Suarez about to level this match.
And she did win the last 3 games of that second set. And Paula Suarez took Emily Mauresmo earlier today to a 3rd set in the women's quarters.
Monday, it's the final 2. The good girl and the girl who'll do anything to win.
That's $1 million that you could win here.
For Love or Money finale, NBC Monday.
Introducing Visa Extras for small business. It's kind of like finding free stuff at work. Enroll now, and when you use your Visa business card, qualifying purchases earn points for everything from office supplies to travel. Even select NFL tickets. Sign up at visa.com/Visa Extras.
Need extra cash? Who doesn't? Come to Cash America for a payday advance, the most convenient way to fast cash. Receive up to $1,000 with no hassles. Application takes about 10 minutes. If approved, you'll get the cash you need on the spot. It's like an advance on your paycheck without asking the boss. Find a Cash America near you. Call 877-421-2000 or check the white pages. Cash America. Cash when it counts.
Deborah Ferguson, weekday mornings on NBC5 Today.
The Championships Wimbledon, brought to you by Lincoln. There are those who travel, and there are those who travel well. By HP. HP services and technology help companies face, manage, and love change. And by Allstate. Are you in good hands? Rain delay continues at Wimbledon in this quarterfinal match. Ladies' quarter played earlier today. Emily Mauresmo looked like a sure winner through the first set, but Paula Suarez came back to seize the second, and Mauresmo serving to start the third.
$15.
She was trying to hit that hard.
15.
That was not a good drop volley. Suarez had all kinds of time to run that down. She probably could have volleyed that drop volley, Ted. That's how bad it was.
Think about this progress for Suarez. 7 of the first 8 times she played Wimbledon, she lost first round. But she kept playing. Last year she made the round of 16, and this year the quarters.
30-15.
She's definitely becoming a better and better player, even though she is 28 years old. 24 years old is Emily Mauresmo. I mean, the Monday after the French Open was over, Suarez found herself ranked 9 in the world. Career high for singles. Of course, that was, and the whole French fortnight was about the Argentines doing well. And another Argentine woman, Gisela Dolco, made a name for herself by beating Martina Navratilova at the French, and then again here. In the second round here. You know, Suarez wasn't a phenom by any stretch, and she talked about how economically it was tough for her. She didn't have a sponsor, and she really had to work her way up. Only 2 years ago did she start having quality results in singles.
Resmo trying to get herself going here, the energy level up, because this is incredibly that it started slipping away from her. Seen that from Resmo. Nice change of pace, a little serve and volley.
Advantage, Miss Maresmo.
Is there any shot that Maresmo's missing? Is there any part of her tennis game that's gone?
Well, her serve gives her problems. It's a real confidence shot for her. But, I mean, honestly, the thing that is missing in her game when she doesn't play well is aggression. Just the sense of belief that, you know, she can take it to her opponents. Too often she tries to defend.
Technically, her forehand is not as sound as some of the other players like Jennifer or Serena. There's a bit of a hitch there. The backhand's really beautiful, and she can volley, and I think that it helps her when she is more aggressive. The less thinking out there for her, the better. Just let her react.
That's why grass should be so good to her. And 2 years ago, she did get to the semis. Last year, she couldn't compete with an injury, but she was also devastated after losing a terrible quarterfinal to Serena Williams in Paris. First grass court tennis back after 2002 was playing in Eastbourne this year, and she got to the semis there.
Advantage, Miss Maresmo.
So Maresmo was broken her final service game of the second set, and here a long game in the first of set 3. Suarez took a chance and lost. First game, third set to Maresmo.
First game, final set.
All Maresmo is trying to do there is get the ball back in the court. If you're in a position where she was Suarez, that's a mental mistake, because she should go back there just to be safe in case it drops in. There's no speed on that shot of Maresmo.
Love 15.
Well, at this point, Suarez had to be feeling good. I mean, she stormed back to win the second. She put a lot of pressure on Mauresmo's first service game.
Love 30.
And promptly comes out double faults to go love 30.
Starting to feel less good about herself now.
Love 40. Game was Mauresmo.
Loose game for Suarez. And so Mauresmo on her way to a spot in the semis, up 2-love there in the third. Meanwhile, this is the good news. Back on center court are Federer and Hewitt preparing to resume. We'll be there when we come back on NBC.
Francesca!
Lisa! Hi! I thought I'd find you here. We found a buyer for your house. We got what we were hoping for. I couldn't wait to tell you.
Thanks.
Nobody works harder for you than RE/MAX. That's why nobody in the world sells more real estate.
So, let's see, it's the right foot?
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look. How long has it been like this?
Right after I bought my car, so about a week.
The 6-speed, 240 horsepower Accord Coupe from Honda.
It's kind of like an airbag.
An airbag?
Same at the airport, check an email. I drop my ThinkPad. It senses the drop. Hard drive braces for impact. Like an airbag.
So if I dropped it, it would just...
Brace for impact.
Oh, yeah?
That's not my notebook.
Check, please.
Klutz-proof wireless, only on a ThinkPad, with Intel Centrino mobile technology.
Getting ready for Wimbledon?
Yes, sir.
Talk show host on CNBC Primetime.
It looks like you're too pet.
No, it's my hair. Outspoken.
Hey.
Honest to a fault.
No way. Relax. You cannot be serious. Serious. Pretend I didn't say that.
McEnroe has a new show coming to CNBC Primetime. Tenacious, anyone?
We rejoin you now live once again in the Eastern Time Zone. Play has resumed on center court. First game of the resumption. And Roger Federer, break point.
It hasn't taken long for either player to warm up here after that second rain delay.
Yes.
Federer appeared about 2 points. Lleyton really needed that break point save there. Already scrambling again to hold serve.
It was a 59-minute delay. Serve for Hewitt is so valuable since Federer now
Advantage Hewitt
has gone 94 straight service games of his own without being broken.
Flat for service.
So Hewitt dodged the break point and holds on serve early in the second set.
Whether you're the tourist or the attraction, the Lincoln Navigator. Travel well.
Oh, hello, Roger. Take a seat. How's your first day going?
Well, everyone's been very nice.
That's great. Say, have you had a chance to look at the Scalepi report?
No, not yet.
Oh, those fourth quarter numbers are really looking up, so I'd like you to write up an analysis. Listen, if you need any help, anything at all, I'm right here.
No matter how productive you are, you can't do it alone. That's why there's management software from Computer Associates.
Time.
The words artist and genius often used when watching the game of Roger Federer. How about this most unique look with what is called tornado cam? That's extreme slow-mo. And how beautiful Federer's form is. Lleyton Hewitt. Love, those are just fabulous tools to display the incredible prowess of these players.
You notice when they're hitting shots, both feet are off the ground. A lot of cases. He knows. Long time since he's lost serve here. The idea from Hewitt there to try to change the pace. Love 15. He had a short ball. Would have been nice to see him try to attack and try to force Federer to come up with a passing shot.
30-15.
So it's been a good day, John. You wanted Henman to stay back a little bit, and now you want Hewitt, who won Wimbledon from the baseline, to come in.
It sounds like I'm confused. You got to make adjustments sometimes.
Just a gorgeous collection of forehands, one after another from Federer. Most people would be struggling just to shoot this one down the line, and time and again he's able to go cross court for the ending it that way as well. You cannot, it seems, you cannot rush him. You cannot get him off balance. You can't get him in trouble.
Game Federer.
And it seems like he just cannot hit the ball to his forehand.
His backhand's pretty darn impressive.
Absolutely. That forehand special, isn't it?
Oh, it's magnificent.
It's all special.
And what's really caught my eye, apart from everything else he does so well, is how he's been returning serve. In the same way that Serena Williams has been so capable on her own serve and so effective against serve, so too is Federer. Calmly handling Ivo Karlovic's 6-10 serves. Guy who normally hits dozens of aces in a 3 or 5 set match. Quieted by the Swiss.
And on the men's tour this year, in the statistics that are kept, Hewitt and Roddick are right alongside each other in most of the categories kept about returning serve.
And it's putting pressure on Hewitt to serve bigger against Federer. First double fault, but he's only getting in 36% of his first serves.
Let for service. All. 40-30.
Hewitt with a hole. We're live at Center Court, Wimbledon.
14 seconds.
What?
14 seconds, that's all they need.
They?
Hacker's friend. They get in, they intercept data, customer records, your mother's maiden name, they're everywhere.
But this has a security chip that encrypts all that.
Chips can be removed.
You remove it, it kind of self-destructs.
Self-destructs. You work for us?
Who's us?
Never mind.
The most secure wireless, only on a ThinkPad, with Intel Centrino mobile technology.
You want to split something?
Nah, I'm actually pretty hungry.
What are you going to get?
I'm thinking turkey leg. How about you?
I don't know. Just a T-bone, I guess.
The world isn't made for low-carb eaters.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's nice.
That's why there's new Life Choice. Generous portions, great taste, few carbs. Life Choice, now in your grocer's freezer.
Let's start with lead generation and conversion rates for the past 7 days. Jim.
Well, that's difficult to...
Nancy, Steve.
Well, that's an interesting... We're still working with that. We have 981 new leads.
Thanks to a more productive call center.
Which increased conversion rates by 17%.
You're driving along. A car pulls in front of you. Another pulls alongside. When the guy up front stops short, you rear-end him, just like he wanted. It's called a swoop and squat. And fraud like this can add hundreds of dollars a year to your insurance bills. It's why Allstate has a dedicated fraud team to track down criminals. Fighting fraud helps keep your insurance affordable. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands?
Bring you back to center court Wimbledon, live in the Eastern time zone. Federer won the first set easily. Hewitt and Federer on serve in the second. Now, for those of you who are sitting there agreeing with John, who usually think what a knucklehead this guy is, make myself clear. It's Hewitt and Federer that are right next door to each other in all of the return of serve statistics.
Roddick's working hard on his return and improving it. He's showing you why he's been #1 in the world for 2 years, Hewitt, because he covers a lot of territory. He makes you hit a couple extra balls, and he's just trying to bring Federer down to earth here.
40-15.
The defending champion playing the 2002 champion, and in this now post-Sampras era, the way Federer looks, could he put together that kind of a string?
He's certainly capable of it. It'd be amazing if he doesn't win 3 or 4. Seven, we'll have to just think long and hard about that. Would be monumental. Be up there at Pete's level.
Of course, you speak from the stance of going 3, not so bad.
3 is wonderful. Absolutely great. 7 is historic. Forehand errors starting to creep into Federer's game. Hewitt's belief on the rise.
30 love.
Hewitt's trying to do more from the ground, and that's helping his cause.
The best he ever said he hit his forehand was when he beat Kierton in Davis Cup on clay in Brazil. In order for him to win this match, he's going to have to hit that forehand with authority.
40 love.
Lleyton Hewitt to a hold at love, and a much stronger second set thus far for Hewitt.
Life is all about balance. So is investing. At Putnam Investments, that means all funds in all asset classes all the time. We're built for balance for just one reason. You. At Putnam Investments, we urge you to consider the investment objective, risks, charges, and fees for any fund. Ask your financial advisor or plan sponsor for a prospectus containing this and other information. Read it carefully before you invest.
Gotta paint the kitchen. Gotta paint the hall.
Got the blues about painting? Get Scotch brand blue painter's tape. It comes off clean and leaves professional paint lines.
The only tape I use.
Scotch blue painter's tapes from 3M.
Well, earlier today, the ladies' semifinal field complete as Amelie Mauresmo, despite a second set lapse, came back and finished off Paula Suarez 6-1 in the third. And Mauresmo through to the semis for the second time at Wimbledon. 6-1. And she'll draw Serena Williams, the two-time defending champion, tomorrow. The other semi is an intriguing battle between the one-time champ Lindsay Davenport and 17-year-old Maria Sharapova.
I see Lindsay right now as we speak on an outdoor court playing mixed doubles. Prepping for a match, perhaps? That's a surprise to see Lindsay playing mixed with Bob Bryan. Good aggressive play from Hewitt. There's the semifinal matchups tomorrow.
15-all.
Well, if Mauresmo and Williams play at the same level they both played today, that one's got 2-2 written all over it for Serena. It feels to me anyway like the Sharapova Davenport match is going to be a real beauty. We'll have to see. Sharapova playing so well.
Hawkeye, good. Hewitt not happy.
40-15.
By the way, the Sharapova, 17 years, the 5th youngest ladies semifinalist ever. Jennifer Capriati, who played earlier today, was the youngest. 15 years plus, and the second youngest at age 16.
Let me guess. Anna Kournikova.
Can't put one by you.
Game Federer. 4 games all, second set.
Well, good second set here. Federer Hewitt at 4-all. Of course, the men's semi scheduled for Friday. Only one man so far is through, and that is Mario Ancic of Croatia. A straight-setted Tim Henman earlier today. Hewitt, that was his fastest serve so far, 127 miles an hour.
He's mumbling again. Now he's saying he doesn't know which way the wind's blowing. That ball went well long. He doesn't really want to commit to having to hit that shot and move in.
15-30.
Tentative once again on that approach shot.
And he knows, Hewitt, no margin for error right now, the way Federer's serving.
See, even Roger Federer gets tense sometimes.
Fights back from 15-30 and holds.
Did a much better job with the approach shot that time.
Hewitt leads
The
5
depth
games
was
to
there,
4,
and the
second
spin
set.
kept it
Federer,
low.
set to love.
And he's happy to see that ball clip the net, give him more time to line up that forehand. And he's picked it up considerably here in the second set. Certainly giving Federer something to think about here.
Oh, 1 hour rain delay may have helped Hewitt just gather himself. Federer stormed through the first set. Well, it's been some day on center court. Serena Williams beating Jennifer Capriati. She's into the semis, the two-time defending champ. Then Great Britain's hope, Tim Henman, beaten in straight sets by Mario Ancic.
I think I'm perfectly aware in this country that I'm sure my career will be judged whether I win Wimbledon or not. And you know, can I control that? And do I agree with that? No, I think it's the answer to both questions. But you know, that's life. I think I've always been sort of big enough and strong enough to not really pay a great deal of attention to it.
He's a big boy. I mean, he takes it on, Tim Henman, every year here. Tries to win this title, and he's fallen short now again.
Thank you.
And he's always got to face the same questions over and over again. I credit him for continuing to try to improve.
Love 15.
At a time when some guys, you know, close to 30 are you know, not really doing that much in the way of trying to get better. He continues to. He still thinks his best tennis is ahead of him.
I think Agassi's had a role in that for a lot of players, because he came on around 29 when he won the French and made those older veterans believe that they could win
15
majors. But there's no doubt all players are judged by how they do in the big events. So has he had an excellent career? Yes. Is he at the level of other Grand Slam winners? No, not if he can't win one.
Or Hewitt rather skidding
30-15.
falling. Similar spot where he went down earlier.
That area of the court so far behind the baseline is green. Because of this rain, it will be more slippery back there.
40-15.
We're coming to the end here, at the top of the hour of our broadcast window today from the championships. We'll be continuing coverage after we finish on ESPN.
Where they'll see Andy Roddick, so we won't have anything to say about that, so you can enjoy that.
You
match.
sure?
I'm very tempted.
I have 2.5 minutes.
It's all yours.
You can convince me.
40-30.
We want to be good partners. Enjoy the match. This is unbelievable. If we take a look here at this match, we were live 5:56 London time. Hewitt is 2 points from making this even. Certainly doesn't feel that way, but Hewitt is really finally making that impact he was hoping to. Prove he had, because he's won 2 Grand Slams. He won here 2 years ago. He won the Open, U.S. Open.
Advantage
He feels
Federer.
a bit shortchanged that they're not talking about him anymore.
His immediate problem is that neither he nor anyone else so far in this tournament has been able to break Roger Federer.
No chance again. So it is 5-all in the second set. And we remind you to join us tomorrow. We return here on NBC 12 noon in all time zones with coverage of the ladies' semifinals. Tonight, the Wimbledon Update Show finishes all of the day's action, 11:35 Eastern and Pacific, right before the Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Days of Our Lives next on NBC. Now for John, Mary, Jimmy, and Bud, I'm Ted Robinson. We'll see you tomorrow for the championships Wimbledon.
NBC's Wimbledon coverage continues with weekday action Thursday and Friday at 12 noon in all time zones. Plus, nightly updates at 11:35 p.m. Eastern and Pacific. All concluding with a double serving of breakfast at Wimbledon. Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. Wimbledon on NBC.
To be the biggest star in Hollywood, Joey needs the best agent in town.
My job is to keep up your morale.
I gotta believe there is something bigger for me right around the corner.
Listen, you are living in a dream world.
Joey's back on Thursdays.
I do feel better.
NBC this fall.
Okay, it's T-minus 20 people. Let's do a final run-through. Albertson's 6-foot sub sandwich, check. Deli platter, check. Fruit bowl, check. Oh, my little one, I will return. Where are the wings, Code Red guys? Oh, they're there. Steakhouse Choice Premium Angus Grilling Steaks. Woo! Fire in the hole. Are we ready to go? Talk to me, people.
Check, Mom.
It's showtime.
Your one-stop for summer celebrations. Albertsons, helping make your life easier.
1, 2, 3, go to iMasters and save. 1, get 2 pairs of glasses for just $99. 2, buy any frame for just $59.95. 3, buy 1 pair and get a second pair free. At iMasters, why pay more?
Man, is it hot.
Get blown away on the new Tornado and ride the ultimate storm at Six Flags Hurricane Harbor. Right now, tickets are just $19.99 at Kroger. Six Flags Hurricane Harbor. It's playtime.
James Patterson has a test for your boyfriend or husband.
Make him read Sam's letters to Jennifer. If he doesn't love it, dump him. He doesn't have a romantic bone in his body.
The love story of the summer is here. Sam's letters to Jennifer.
Spend your time wisely in the morning.